Vale, entonces... Joe descartado. Nos queda el piso del pavo este. Vamos a subir a la planta 8. Aprovechando que se ha pirado este. A comprar cable. Pero bueno, principal sospechoso. Vale, vamos a utilizar a Mitzi para que la abra. Fuérzala. Fuérzala, bribona.
Now that he's gone, we can get inside.
Y aparte está oscuro.
Yes, let's do that.
Bueno, que hay un
I'll
foco
close
ahí
my
enorme,
eyes
pero no
and
se
you
ve.
pick that lock, Mitzi.
Mira la luz de mierda.
Okay, but no peeking.
I'd never. You've really hurt my feelings now.
Yeah. Now close them.
Y hace como que lo cerramos, ¿de verdad?
There. Job done.
Vale. Arreglado. Perfecto.
Jesus, are these...
Máscaras.
Relax, Mrs. A. They're just Halloween masks.
Oh, good. That's good. Because I swear, if I see another bloody head...
Máscaras de Halloween. ¿La del payaso, la del diablo o la de hockey? ¿Cuál cogemos, chicos? ¿Cuál queréis que cojamos? ¿La del payaso, la del diablo o la de hockey? La de hockey me imagino que seríamos como Jason. Luego la del diablo, que seríamos como Eden. Y la de un payaso, que sería la mía. Pachacho, payaso, diablo. La de Jesus. ¿Y cuál es? O sea, creo que la de Jesus se refiere a la de Pachacho. Así que gana Pachacho. Ah, que no puedo. ¿La de hockey? Vale, pues es la de hockey. Ninguno habéis ganado. Es la de hockey. Ahora se pondrá mano. ¡Bú! Entonces, ¿para qué elegimos? ¡Bú! No sé. Pero... es la que habían dicho. Parlante. Parlante, ¿eh? Y es un altavoz. Muy bien. PC de Jesse. Ese PC de Jesse será el que el infame... fuente de tanto ruido. Enchufe. A lo mejor no... Vale. ¿Y si... ponemos... espérate. No teníamos un... sí, teníamos un cargador. Ah, pues sí, funciona. Vale, pues sí.
So, who's got windows over this side of the building?
Well, Joe Davis lives right below. But I'm not going there again. I want to make that clear. I guess we
Te
could
odio,
also
juego,
check one
dice
flat
man.
below Joe's. I just hope the cable's long enough.
Let's find out, shall we?
Vale. Pues vamos al... vamos al tercero. Vamos al tercero. Al tercero. Que encima el tercero está vacío. ¿O no? Ah, pues no. Entonces... ¿En el primero? Bueno, en el segundo, mejor dicho. No, es el primero, cierto, es el primero, porque estamos en este lado. Abrir. Mal rollito da. Vale, aquí está. Enchufar. Vale. Pues ahora tendremos que subir para ver el PC, ¿no? Vale, pues vamos a ver ahora en el otro piso, chicos. Vamos a ver en el piso. Abrimos la puerta. Y vamos a encender. Vale, las cuervo. Aquí seguiremos, no te preocupes.
Right. I should be able to use that computer now.
Vale.
Could you give me 5 minutes, Mrs. A?
5 minutos,
Sure.
perfecto.
Why not? I'll keep an
Vale.
eye on the door.
Bueno, pues Alice, ya has pasado ese mal trago que tenías de la bicha ahí moviéndose en la silla. Ya estás tranquila, ¿no? ¿Ya mejor?
It's not him either.
Tampoco es él, pues solamente nos queda
Damn it.
el pesado. Qué mal rollo de tía. Ya. Lo sé, cielo, lo sé. Vale. Pues vamos a preparar la trampa. Vamos a hacer el traje. Y ya está. Vale, teníamos... Lo teníamos ya hecho. O sea, en negro. Tendremos que usar el destornillador. Perfecto. Listo, ya puedo tomar la lata. Perfecto. Cógela. Vale. La máscara, no. Cortar.
We need to make some adjustments.
Perfecto.
Now this is a dress worthy of the cat widow.
Why don't you admit it was too small for you?
Ha ha, bloody ha. Why don't you just shut up?
Esa frase es
Whoever
tan...
wore this dress probably hadn't eaten in
tanto de
years.
Alice como de Aza.
You'd
Cada
struggle to
dejarlo
get
con
a
ellas.
skeleton into it.
Ja, ja. Hace eso.
This is it. We've got all we need.
Great. Are you going to tell me about the cat widow now?
Yes, it's story time, Mitzi.
Ojo, it's story time.
The legend says there was once a bad man who hated cats.
Ajá.
He hated his neighbors too, and his job. And when it rained, He'd curse and smash things. He hated his bald head and his weak, ugly body. He probably hated himself the most, although he would never admit it.
I think I see where this is going.
One day, out of pure hatred for the whole world and everything that lives, he captured a family of cats and drowned them all
Pero ya
in
sabéis
the
que si me
river.
meto con vosotras es con cariño.
That day, the sun turned black and all the birds went silent as the 6 kittens struggled for life. But trapped in a strong canvas bag, they never had a chance. They all died that day. All but
Menos
one.
una.
The mother cat, in a desperate fight to set herself free, by pure luck, clawed her way out of the bag and swam to the shore. She lost everything that day, her beautiful children and her proud husband. Her heart crashed into pieces as she watched their limp, dead bodies stolen by
Eso
the
tiene que ser
crowd.
jodido, ¿eh? Oh, me ha crujido la
Running after
muñeca.
them, she followed them for days, for as long as she could. Then, eventually, she lost sight of them. She stayed on the bank of the river for a while. The world stopped turning for her, her eyes empty and blind. And then, one day, she slowly slid down the bank and into the cold, dark water. She gave in to it. She let the river take her away too, cover her mouth, her ears, her eyes. But as the water filled her lungs and she started slipping into darkness, there was another strange feeling that burst in her mind like a
¿Sí?
ball of flames. Anger, rage even. Her last craving, before she drowned, was for revenge, for blood. And so she returned, reborn and changed, a cat widow, veiled in black, mistress of the cats. Her body of a young woman, but her eyes of a cat, and her face, white, rotten, face of a corpse. Those who saw it rarely lived to tell the tale. She would get her revenge on all cat killers and cat torturers. But there was someone she had to see first, someone special, someone she really hated the most. As the evening came, it was strangely quiet in the man's flat. As he lived alone, he usually liked to fill the silence with the sound of radio or TV shows.
¿Qué
But
pasa?
that night, he
Aza.
switched them all off, feeling anxious and tired after work. He tried to sleep, but couldn't. And for
Desgraciadamente.
once, there wasn't anyone there he could blame for it. As he stared through the window, he kept thinking about
Normal,
how
Aza.
much he hated that view. He liked it once, a long time ago, when his wife was still there and they were happy together. Suddenly, he heard knocking on the door.
Está contando la historia, pero como que es
Because that
ella
meant
la
he
que lo
could
está
take it
haciendo.
out
Es
on
muy
whoever
chulo.
decided to bother him.
Yo perdón, pero es que me he imaginado a Aza en plan comiéndose un yogur, como dice, de manera rara y...
There was nobody there. He almost felt disappointed. But before he turned to walk away, he suddenly noticed something down the hall.
En una pared...
he noticed a shadow of a cloaked figure standing ahead.
Se pone interesante.
He stopped again. He couldn't believe his eyes.
Habían escrito puto en su puerta. Eso es de Agus. Eso es de Agus.
Someone wrote "cat killer" on his door.
Eso no me lo podéis negar. Es de Agus.
He had a passion for trains. Although he hated being a train driver, he had always enjoyed watching them move. But now, his train model was moving all on its own. He was absolutely certain he'd left it switched off. And yet, there it was, running at crazy speed, remote control missing. Something was seriously wrong, and that something had entered his home now too.
Está chula la historia. ¿Cómo la están contando con él?
He hoped he was just imagining things, tired as he was. But there was another surprise waiting for him in his bedroom. "Cat Widow is here" was written all over the wall.
Hostia, qué chulo.
As in a dream, he went to the kitchen to get a drink.
Oh.
There was no water. He knew there were valves in the basement that turned it off, but no one's been down there for years.
Correcto.
He felt sick. None of this made any sense. And yet, deep down, he knew what he did to the cats was wrong. There was a part of him that almost wanted to be punished. The part he tried so hard to hide.
Esta parte me está encantando.
Was there someone there with him?
Hostia, esto te lo hacen a ti y te cagas vivo.
His head was spinning. He felt
Alice
ambushed,
está diciendo,
trapped. Like an
no,
animal.
yo no voy
He
por
had to
ahí.
get out
Y
of
Aza sería en plan de, esta noche tengo pesadillas.
Getting
¿Qué
really
tal, Snowy?
scared
Bien,
now. He decided to
encaminándonos
call
al
the
final, supongo. Anda, mira, sale mi nombre en la pared. Detrás de su cabeza, si lo completa, sale
His
sale
phone was
Fénix.
of no use. The SIM card had been removed, and that wasn't even the worst part. There was a photo of a black cat set as screensaver. He remembered this cat.
Sal por la puerta, Alice, si vas por la ventana te caes. Que estaré en un tercero. No, en un sexto.
He'd looked at it through the window for a while, then pulled the curtains and went to bed. He stopped, paralyzed. He'd heard something right in front of him.
Un
A
ronroneo.
whisper.
Grrr.
More like a
Está muy chulo. Hay otros dos más.
She was there, in the dark corner of his living room, waiting. Black veil covering that pale, dead face. And yet, he could almost feel Cat Widow's eyes piercing through him.
La gata viuda le apuntó con una escopeta al pecho y disparó. ¿Qué coño, no?
She came closer,
Así, mejor.
like a ghost,
Lo otro me parecía
and
más
swiftly
gore.
removed the veil.
Así, toque más fantasmagórico. Buah, tú, esto hay que hacérselo. Esto hay que hacérselo a Aza y a Alice un día. Y grabarlo. Tiene que ser buenísimo.
She came back for him, to take him to the river, to make him pay for what he'd done. As he looked into her eyes, he could feel the world spinning around him, his knees go weak, his pants suddenly wet around his crotch. As much as he hated life, he didn't want to die either. Inside, he was just a big, stinking coward.
Hombre,
And then
a las dos
he
juntas si a ser
fainted.
posible. Hasta luego, Paco. Bajón de azúcar.
Did you see his face? I knew he'd fall for this.
Yeah, we scared the living shit out of him. Now that's teamwork. Are you sure he won't know it was you, though?
Oh, he probably will, once he's had time to think about what happened. But he's too proud to ever admit he's been beaten by
Cogeros
a
a Aza
woman.
y a ti en una habitación y
just
haceros
about
que os
enough to
caguéis de
know
miedo.
Let's hope so.
Hasta hago un vídeo para
I don't
YouTube.
want you to get in trouble because of me.
No. That was something I had to do for myself. And I feel much better for it.
The only problem now is that we still haven't found Eye of Adam. Because it definitely isn't Brian. I've searched through his laptop and all
Bueno,
I
pues
found was a load of...
muero feliz.
Let's cross him off the list.
Vale. Pues no queda nadie. Con lo cual me sigo retractando lo mismo.
Well,
Joder.
that means we've checked everyone.
Qué ganas de matar al
We've
streamer.
hit a brick
Esto
wall.
esto no es Amonas, ¿eh?
Perhaps I was wrong. Maybe he doesn't live here at all.
Yo lo sigo diciendo,
I
es el
think
viejo.
we need to sleep on it. And we might get some more ideas in the morning.
Yo estoy
Shall we head
convencido
back
que es el
home?
viejo. Es que estoy convencido.
Yeah, I do feel tired. You're right, we need some sleep.
Hombre, un sustito
Really
al
wish there was
año
an
no hace
elevator
daño.
in this building.
Vale, pues vamos a casa. Pero sigo diciéndolo,
that?
es el viejo.
Note?
Una nota.
What does it say, Mrs. A?
You will not believe it. Meet me at midnight, both of you. I will wait. Flat 5.
Departamento 5,
Door
la
will
puerta
be
estará
open.
abierta.
Do not fear.
La casa del viejo.
Eye of Adam.
Hombre, pues... Un poquito de esto...
Five. That's the old guy. Can't be. It can't be him.
I
Aza.
guess we'll find out
Dilo.
at midnight.
Decidlo.
We've got a few hours until then. Let's get some coffee.
¿Cómo vamos? Pues encaminándonos al final, creo yo. Este será el cuarto, pues me imagino que nos quedará el quinto. Ah, no, espera. No, el cuarto ha sido Joe. El cuarto ha sido Joe, entonces nos queda el último. No digo nada de qué. Yo estoy diciendo que el asesino está en el piso del viejo, pero no he dicho que sea el viejo. No confundas. ¿Qué coño?
It's just you and me, my love. No one will find us here. Stop worrying, Ivy. It will be all right. I will always love you. You know that.
What?
I'm gonna make you all better.
Wow. Capítulo 7. Wow. No alimentes al troll. Yo no lo alimento. Para nada. Muy normal. Así en cuanto pueda hago guardado. Porque se me ha olvidado. Me encanta esta banda sonora. Las 12.